Yeah.
Well, I do. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I know. We gotta see how much we make.
I know we next.
Sorry about that. Before you touched on, obviously, it seems like it keeps coming on financing. I noticed that there's a couple of products. I work with Brand Entertainment, and I noticed you had a lot of the Vitamin Water, Heineken. You're wearing Nike apparel. Was there any opportunity to kind of leverage anything?
It was wishful thinking on our part. We kind of knew that the film was going to play at this year's Tribeca Film Festival. And all of those brands are sponsors of the Tribeca Film Festival. So we thought, all right, they're going to be at the festival. They're going to see this film. Heineken's going to see, God, people only drink Heineken in this movie? Absolutely, they're going to come and throw 50 grand our way to help with the marketing. Sadly, they recognized they got it all for free, and they didn't give a squat. So, what are you going to do? Live and learn. Live and learn.
I think they threw a nice after party or something.
No, we got a nice after. Vitamin Water didn't do anything, though. No. And GM has been very good to me. Like, they gave us that car.
Yeah.
So that was nice.
And then you use it. And then you use the car.
Let us use the car. Yeah. They didn't give it to us.
No, I got the car, Matt.
Marcia got that car. When we wrapped, Max went to London to do a play. He missed a lot.
Thanks. So I'm a filmmaker. I've done about 15 short films. Always use the web to try to get them out there, as well as festivals. I started my first indie film on March 10th. And I want to know, through your experience, because I'm also a Twitter follower, how am I going to use the internet to get the vibe out there about this film?
I mean, you sort of have to be relentless with that. There's a social media question. So it's like, it's a matter of using Twitter and Facebook, and also when you're making the film, you know, people seem to like behind the scenes stuff or stills from the film. You know, any, I'm assuming you're here on the island, any local press that you can get, you know, you got Patch? So anything that you can get, you just like, you know, try and sort of work that as much as you can and then just repurpose it, you know, like, and you'll, you know, the folks will get sick of you. Like my Twitter followers, all, you know, there's a handful of them all the time, like, enough already, I get it, Newlyweds is on demand. You know, I'm like, yeah, I saw the trailer. I've seen it every day for, you know, the last 3 weeks. But you have, you know, like your own marketing department. So that's really the only way, quite honestly, to do it. You know, once the film is done, you know, now you're starting to see like Tribeca and now this year's Sundance, they're starting to pick up films for distribution digitally. So, you know, and so if you can get yourself into a festival, that's always been sort of the best way to sort of find a bigger audience, and it still is. So.
But I think there's still truth to the idea that if you build it, they will come. That if you make a good film, you'll find an audience. An audience will find it, because the word of mouth is your biggest friend.
Yeah.
And if people like what they're seeing, they will tell other people. Everyone here will probably say, hey, I saw this film the other day, and you should see it. And that's why twice as many people are going to see it from tonight. So
and you should tell all your friends, it's on demand.
And put it all on Twitter, Facebook.
I lay them up.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Another thing though, there's a movie, I think it's called A Girl Walks into a Bar, that's an interesting case. It was released only on YouTube, and it got over 1 million views now. You know, it's been out for maybe 1.5 years. So I don't know how they did that, but then after a certain point, I think once they got to a certain number of views, they were able to like slice a commercial or two into it and get some money from, I don't know, Lexus or someone like that. So, you know, this is a brand new world, and everyone's trying to figure out the new ways to get it done. I don't know if anybody's familiar with Louis C.K., stand-up comic. He just did something incredible. He went to Comedy Central and Showtime to, you know, say, oh, I got a comedy special I want to do. They both passed on it. So he said, screw it, I'll book a theater in New York. He used the same kind of cameras that we used, 3 of them. He shot the show. I think he spent $100,000 on it. And then he posted it exclusively. I might not have all these facts right, so don't quote me on it. But he basically posted it on his website. And he said, for $5. And he goes, look guys, if you're fans of mine, like if you want to see it, like force your friends to just spend the $5. Like don't go and share this, because it's very easy to share video content now. So he goes like, I'm trying to like, stay alive here. So just chip in the $5 if you dig my stuff. In 2 days he made $1 million. That's only available on his website, not on iTunes, not on demand, not on Hulu or anything like that, not on Netflix. So that's evidence that this thing is changing so rapidly that by the time this young lady, makes her 3rd film in 3 years, thanks to your dentist, who knows how we're going to be watching these films. So.
Raise their hand.